It's a hockey stream on episode 256 of the VIG Lounge, where the Vegas Golden Knights travel to the Music City to take on the Predators. Will the Vegas Golden Knights be able to defend themselves away from the fortress, or will they get mauled by the Preds and have to listen to a lot of country music? There's only one way to find out. Before we do that, please remember to like, share, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. With housekeeping out of the way, let's jump right in. And we're underway from Bridgestone Arena. The Predators win the opening draw as Steven Stamkos bests Jack Eichel. Puck picked up on in the corner and brought up the ice now to Stone. Delayed penalty on the way. Fires one! And Saros with a save. Gus Nyquist, who is a Minnesota Wild IRL, is the one who's a guilty party. Not liking the call, but hey, you take your stick and you slam it into somebody's back. I'm pretty sure that's cross-checking. See what Vegas can do with this. Second unit's out there, lost the draw. Puck knocked down, collected by the Golden Knights. Fires north, bam, put it just wide. Pietrangelo back to the point, lets one go and he scores! Put a little Petro in your tank! Alex Pietrangelo on the power play fuels the Golden Knights to a 1-0 lead. Hurdle now with the draw, and it looks like the Preds are just really on top of that. Stamkos has it. Leads it back to Yossi, blocked in front. Zach Whitecloud skates it in for the Golden Knights, brings it to the front of the net, shot, rebound! Turned away by Saros, collected now by Yossi. Nick Hague. Kicks it behind the net, up to Whitecloud. Fed up the middle to Brandon Saad, who's in the right wing circle, lets it go, and that shot's blocked. Eichel on the rebound, turned aside by Saros. He'll cover up with 15:28 to go in the first. And across now, Pietrangelo spins and shoots. That's turned aside by UC Saros. Ivan Barbashev cuts around the net, takes a shot, rebound. Comes out to Saros, another rebound to Eichel to the back of the net. Oh, Eichel, motorcycle. Golden Knights lead at 2-0. Jack Eichel finally looking to win a draw for Vegas, but it won't happen here. Fed up the gut to Mark Stone. Drifts into the right wing circle, lets a shot go, rebound! Oh, it's still available, but that goal's not going to count. Ivan Barbashev right on the doorstep. But I can't see this goal counting. I think they're going to either call it a kicking motion or goalie interference. But let's find out, because nobody knows what goalie interference is, whether it be fans or officials. And that is the case. Still 2-0. Preds still looking for their first shot on goal, even though they're dominating in the faceoff dot. Puck fed across to Hanifin. Up the left wing side to who we thought was going to be the Golden Knights' third goal scorer until the goal was taken away. Got across now to Carlson. Wild Bill drifts into the circle. Got knocked off the puck. Brought in now by Kyle O'Reilly. Jeez. Ryan O'Reilly. Sorry, that's my wrestling brain kicking in. Ryan O'Reilly. Got across, and Saros knocked the pass down and was able to make a save with nearly 10 minutes gone here in the first period. Now, can Vegas finally win a draw? No. Oh, I'm not looking forward to those face-off totals at the end of the period. Blind guy having a bad day in the dot. Fed up now to Theodore. Knocked away, got it back with a shot. Turned aside by Saros. Nick Bukestad. Must have been some trading between Nashville and Utah. Fed up the right wing side to Barbashev. To Dorofeev. Dorofeev with a shot turned out by Saros. Back to the point to Hutton. Now to Theodore. Back to Hutton. Back to Theodore. One-time drive. Kicked out by UC Saros. Trying to get a juicy rebound, but it would not go. Theodore, another drive. Rebound! Oh, absolutely robbed Hurdle in front. And another save. Saros pounces on that with 6:51 to go. Look at the shot totals. Nashville, even though they've dominated in the dot, have not had a single shot on goal yet. As the Golden Knights now up to 15. Another drive. White Cloud rebound for Barbashev. Put it just wide. Back to Eichel manning the point. Eichel trying to navigate his way through. Puck taken away by Gus Nyquist. Sent down, but collected by the Golden Knights. Behind the net. Fed up now to Eichel. He's in alone. And he scores! What a beauty! Eichel on A, as my lovely wife likes to say. It's 3-0 VGK. Oh, what a goal on the breakaway. That's why I say I'm not the best with deking. You know, I know that for a fact. Right? That's why I try to overwhelm with shot volume. But when it does happen, as unconventional as it may be, I'm very happy to be able to get that on stream for you guys. And mostly for myself, because, man, I am terrible with deeks. Try to get the pass across to Eichel. Lost it. Now we see Hanifin get into the frame. Picked off by Smith. Now the Predators trying to get into the zone, courtesy of Trennan. Pass knocked away by Pietrangelo. Now Hanifin is into the zone. He lets one go. Rebound! Oh, it was still available, but then collected by the Predators. Still unable to get a shot through is Nashville. And you've got to think that frustration's starting to mount. They've almost gone an entire period without getting a shot on goal, even though they've dominated in the faceoff circle. Honestly, I don't recall winning a single faceoff this period. Oh, look at that! The Predators finally get a shot on goal with 5.8 seconds left in the first. Better late than never, I guess, but wow. Nick Waugh runs over Yoshi and lets him know it. Kind of looked a bit excessive, to be fair, but thankfully nothing was called. 5.8 seconds remaining. Nashville wins another draw, gets their second shot on goal. Puck carried out by Dorofeev. He'll send it all the way down, and that's the end of the first 20 minutes of play. Let's take a look at the stats. Shots on goal, 18-2 in favor of the Golden Knights. Of course, the score, 3-0 in favor of Vegas. Hits very close, 12-11, slight edge to the Golden Knights. And I was right, although I thought it was 0 faceoffs. I don't remember winning 3 in that period whatsoever. And as you can see, the goal scoring started when Vegas went 1-for-1 on the power play, courtesy of Alex Pietrangelo. And with 20 minutes in the books, let's see what the second period has in store. Jack Eichel. And Stamkos to meet at center. There's an actual definitive draw win by Jack Eichel. Didn't lead to anything, though, because the Predators got the puck back. Shot by Marchessault, turned aside by Hill. And Stamkos on the rebound. Nationals on the board. Utilizing the traffic, in Vegas just couldn't get it out. And nearly a minute into the second, Nationals got their first goal of the game. Mark Stone trying to get that one back, and he nearly did. Barbashev with a shot on the rebound, turned aside by Saros. Battle for it along the wall. Comes out to Stone. Back to the point. Hanifin to Pietrangelo. Now to Eichel, he scores! We're on cloud 9 as Jack Eichel gets his third goal of the game. And there are some hats being thrown on the ice here at Bridgestone Arena. And that's what you do when a team gets a little bit of hope. Snuff it out. Alex Pietrangelo up to 60 assists during this campaign. With 2 minutes gone here in the second, Vegas restored their 3-goal lead. It's 4-1. Pietrangelo with a nice defensive play. And it's given away to Marchessault. Man, I miss him in a VGK uniform. I really do. I wish they would have found a way to sign him, but it is what it is. I'm sure he misses playing in Vegas, too, with how Nashville's playing this season, but c'est la vie. Glad my other favorite Golden Knight got extended in Shea Theodore, so that's good. Pietrangelo. Up to Dorofeev, right wing circle. Dorofeev drifts into the circle, shoots, and that shot's turned aside by Saros. Marchessault coming down the left wing side. Knocked down. Feed up to Brandon Saad. Saad in the right wing circle. He'll let it go. That's turned out by Saros. Carrier, who's with Montreal now. As I say, I know these aren't updated rosters because I started the season as close to the beginning of the year as possible. Shot score, Tommy Novak, the IRL Pittsburgh Penguin, is able to put one on the board for Nashville. And they're back to within 2. Nice play in front. I'm surprised they didn't give a replay for that. That was a nice goal with a rebound. Now Riley Smith trying to get one back for Vegas. Carrier. Shots blocked. Battle for it. Pops up front. Easy goal for Anthony Mantha. I thought I saw Mantha on the as one of the players that touched the puck for Nashville, but I wasn't sure. Bad giveaway. And now the Golden Knights find themselves in a 1-goal game. And that's another giveaway. Good Lord. It's like there's a blind guy trying to pass the puck or something. Fed across to Victor Olofsson. Up the left wing side to Carlson, who'll dump it in. Collected by Haig along the boards. 4-1 off the pad of Saros. And now Evangelista. Knocked off the puck. Collected behind the net by Ivan Barbashev. Up the right wing side to the captain. Mark Stone lost the puck. White Cloud got it, tried to get a shot away. Oh, that close. And they might get it here still. As Nashville's really come on. This second period is completely different from the first in terms of the Predators. Shot by Stone. Kicked out by Saros. Pietrangelo with a big hit. Back to Hill. Off the wall. Now collected by Marchessault. Nyquist. And that shot's put wide by Stamkos. Hit by Pietrangelo to free up the puck. Now we hear a Let's Go Preds chant here at Bridgestone. Pietrangelo trying to shoot Eichel, looking for his fourth, and he nearly got it. UC Saros had to be quick on that one. 5:47 remaining as the Golden Knights look to try to get their goal cushion back. And it's been reduced to 1. Draw one by Hurdle in the offensive zone. Shot blocked from the stick of Theodore. Shot and rebound. I know that sounded strange, but I thought that was going in. Brandon Saad with a great chance. Turned aside by UC Saros. 5:15 remaining. Ben Hutton with a big knockdown. Up to Theodore. Now up to Dorofeev. Dorofeev drifts, he shoots, save made by Saros. Hag with a bump. Up the right wing side to Dorofeev. Dorofeev drifts out of the circle, takes a shot, gets his own rebound back, and Saros covers up. Oh my word. This is now some great goaltending by the Finnish netminder. Carlson on the draw. Olofsson at the side of the net. And Saros forced to cover up. 2:23 remaining in the middle frame. As the Golden Knights are buzzing once again. Carlson wins the draw back to Pietrangelo, deflected on net. Another save for UC Saros. Anthony Mantha, latest goal scorer for Nashville. Tried to get this game even, but it was not to be. Puck carried in now by Victor Olofsson. Olofsson shoots, and UC Saros with another save. Under a minute to go here in the second as we see Alex Pietrangelo hit the deck. Hopefully he's okay. Got ourselves another offensive zone draw. Won by Carlson. Pietrangelo drifts and shoots. That puck goes wide. Collected by Carlson. Around the boards, but I think Nashville's going to get this, and indeed they will. And they're looking to skate this out. Nice cross-crease pass, rebound! Kicked out by Hill and collected by the Golden Knights. That will do it for 2 periods of play. Let's take a look at the stats after 40 minutes. A 3-0 lead magically became a 4-3 lead for the Golden Knights as Nashville really poured it on this period. Still only 12 shots on goal for the Preds. Hits 26-20 in favor of the Golden Knights. Face-off edge now, actually slightly to Vegas, 11-9. The only power play to speak of belongs to the Golden Knights, and they are 1-for-1. So, 40 minutes down, 20 minutes up. Strap yourselves in for one exciting third period of hockey action. Draw one by Jack Eichel. Fed up to Mark Stone. Shot. Save made by Saros. Barbashev cuts to the net. Pad stop Saros. Is able to spread out down low and prevent that shot. Barbashev retreats to his own zone. Winds up. Tries to get the pass away. And it looks like there's going to be a penalty on the play. I thought it was going to be icing at first. Delayed call against Nashville. And 17:50 remaining. The former Golden Knight gets a penalty for Nashville here in the third. Interfering with Ivan Barbashev. Oh, charging Ivan Barbashev, excuse me. Hear a bit of the banter from the Preds fans. Don't like the call. Back to Theodore. Lets it go! Tipped in front by Wild now! Oh, what a thrill! Golden Knights have a 2-goal lead once again. 2 for 2 on the power play with an absolute beauty of a tip off the Shea Theodore shot by number 71 for Vegas. .46 to go in the third. Vegas is able to extend that lead. Fed up now to Tomas Hertl. Hertl drives around the net. Save Saros. Very nice recovery. Now to Pietrangelo. Hanifin tees one up. Wouldn't go. Across now to Pietrangelo, who's going to wind things up in his own zone. Lost the puck. Nashville. No one seems to want the puck between both teams right now. Shea Theodore trying to change that. He won't, but Brandon Saad might. Never mind. Hertl with a shot. Kicked out by Saros. Tommy Novak glides in for Nashville. Pass across to Shea Theodore as the Golden Knights regain possession. Riley Smith. Reacquired, one of the original misfits. Seemed like that's the only place he wanted to be. Shot blocked, Ryan O'Reilly in alone. Save made by Hill on the breakaway, denying Ryan O'Reilly. There, I got it right this time. William Karlsson tried to get it up the wall, but picked off. Looks like Mackenzie Weegar was acquired by Nashville as well. Oh my goodness, what an interesting team this is. Guess that explains that. Oh yeah, because Anthony Mantha was in Calgary, so then I got to see, I wonder who the Flames got instead. It's kind of nice that, you know, my team's not the only one that's made trades at the deadline. Knocked down. Ivan Barbashev. Gets it to Mark Stone. Stone drifts and shoots, and that goes high. Barbashev around the net. Barbashev pops out in front. Save made Saros. Back to the blue line. Eichel collects it. He's looking for more than just a hat trick. And he almost got it! Oh. Barbashev trying to cut to the front of the net. He gets knocked down. Puck goes back to Nashville. White Cloud. Nice shot by Nick Waugh. Turned aside by Saros. Kolasar with a hit to free things up. And Alex Pietrangelo brings it in. He'll let it go. Nick Waugh drifting and shooting. Turned aside. Pietrangelo fires. That's blocked. Now we have a Go Knights Go chant from these fickle AI EA fans. Pietrangelo feeds it up to Hertl, who gets knocked off the puck. Some battles for it. Along the wall. Up now to Brandon Saad. Saad fires. That shot goes wide. Back to Saad. Feet in front. Lost it though to Yossi. Now to Carrier. Dorofeev. Steven Stamkos with his second. Nice passing play in front. Definitely shoved Hill, but I believe it was after the puck went in. So it's a one-goal game with 1:28 remaining, courtesy of Steven Stamkos. Hanifin up the left wing side to Barbashev. Barbashev to the net. Saros with another save. Bit of a knockdown. Eichel for the empty net, and he gets 4 goals. Shake it up a little bit, but hopefully he's okay as he gets knocked down after shooting the puck. But in the year 1920, no, I'm just joking. That's what the time was when the goal was scored. At 1920, the Golden Knights have sealed it with a 4-goal performance by Jack Eichel. .4 to go. Hurdle wins the draw. Feeds it up to Pavel Dorofeev. Dorofeev with a shot. Saros saves it. There's the Predators' upcoming schedule, which I'm not interested in. .9 to go in this very close game. It did not look that way in the first, but Nashville certainly put their work boots on in periods 2 and 3. And oh my goodness, they might get to within 1 once again. Well, they still have a chance. Nice save by Hill. Battle for it behind the net. Pops out to Theodore. Gets it up the wall. Hutton will try to send it into the Nashville zone. Was unable to do so. Theodore collects it, but that will do it. The Vegas Golden Knights just keep on rolling. And have the Nashville Predators singing a depressive brand of country music as they come into the Music City and come away with a huge 6-4 win. Let's take a look at the rest of the stats before we wrap things up. Shots on goal, 49. We're feeling fine. 221 for the Golden Knights. 44-31 are the hits, also in favor of Vegas. Look at that. Held on. Won the face-off battle, 14-12. And the only 2 power plays belong to the Golden Knights. They went 2 for 2. And that was a big reason, along with Jack Eichel's 4-goal game, as to why the Vegas Golden Knights come away with another 2 points in regulation. Thank you all for tuning in to this episode of the VIG Lounge. I have been the Visually Impaired Gamer 1987. Until next time, I bid you adieu, and have yourselves a satisfying Saturday, everybody.